Ooga booga, it's your friendly neighborhood poltergeist coming back from the depths of my dead and forgotten channel, frankly against my own will, because people are going to chase me down with pitchforks if I don't come back. And I'm not even lying, so far it's taken me about a month to write this script. Frankly, there are a plethora of reasons for this, such as, procrastination, laziness, a hardcore crack addiction, and more. But now that I've finally gotten around to making this, I've realized how generally, I've just missed this all. I mean, how could I not miss sharing my opinion on purely subjective matters with thousands of strangers online and then get flamed afterward? Regardless, since we are all stuck in a global health epidemic, I thought why not come back before my channel left this world, much like the majority of the US population. However, we're not here to discuss useless political matters. On the other hand, let's talk about genres, which, much like most diseases, they spread unannounced and have been most likely seen before, but just mutated. The Isekai genre, for one, has been around for a very long time, as long as 1983, or maybe some even may argue that it originated from the 1860s, in fact. But what actually made Isekai so popular? Well, other than wanting to be transported into a fantasy world, being every weeb's or general anime fanatic's wet dream, it also probably has something to do with the inevitability of life and us escaping from it. Or just the general idea that being overpowered in a fantasy setting with any and all female leads willing to spread their legs for you was simply appealing. I don't know, they all seem kind of fair. Either way, during the past few years, both the anime industry and the manga industry have definitely shifted their focus to be more fantasy isekai type, and the general audience of the said genre has grown by quite a bit. I mean, specific titles even building mass support. How can I tell this? Oh, I don't know, maybe because I can't make a recommendation manga video without getting 700 comments on how I didn't include solo leveling, because yeah, that totally follows the entire, not even plot, but just the general concept of the video. Just, yeah, because nobody knows about solo leveling. Oh man, how could I forget to put it in a isekai manga you probably never heard of before? Oh Christ! Oh, unlucky me. You're retarded. However, much like most genres that have grown exponentially, it quickly has begun changing into something else. Much like a virus that wants to survive, the genre has begun to change or mutate, whether for good or bad is a discussion in itself. But I feel that it's definitely about to have a major focus change. I mean, since the release of My Life is a Villainess, all routes lead to doom. Now, before I go any further, I gotta tell you guys something. In a previous video of mine, I mentioned that I dislike female leads, which is not exactly not true, but my focus has definitely shifted over the past few months for a variety of reasons. Now, before I get lynched and castrated, I'd also like to confess to reading about 100 of these types of mangas to my regret while away on my short break, and frankly, I've come to realize that this is just another way for people to watch the same thing over and over while the anime industry has to put in no creativity at all. Because we all know the anime industry loves to put in effort into their stories. It tastes like BS. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting to watch a harem anime with a lot of girls that have a lot of content, but after a certain amount of time, it just gets, predictable! And fine, these stories are not bad, but I don't know. There's something about having gentle villainesses that are actually heroines, and for some reason, dumbass heroines that are actually villainesses just for the sake of plot, that makes it all too similar to one another. And sure, there's nothing wrong with enjoying these types of stories. I mean, at least nothing stopped me from binge reading them for a month straight. And sure, the characters and plotlines sometimes make me want to pull out my own spine and commit Sudoku. It's fine to watch it. No one will judge you, because this is purely subjective. But in the end, I just want you to know that your tastes suck and I'm right. Because, we all know this is purely subjective, and in my purely subjective view, I'm right. So, yeah, this is the end of the video. Yeah, it's... You wouldn't imagine this took me 2 months to film, honestly. I'd just like to say a quick few words before leaving, or you probably just left. I mean, knowing my analytics, most people probably just left at this point. But I would just like to thank you all very much for watching this video. And thank you very much for all those of you who have been supporting me so far. It definitely means a lot. I mean, I definitely didn't expect that after leaving 4 times on this channel, and after starting it almost a year ago, we're still growing. Almost 2 years ago, sorry. And, I mean, considering the fact that the channel still hasn't died, I don't know whether to call it pure luck or actually be very thankful to you guys, because I mean, everybody keeps subscribing, everybody keeps commenting, everybody keeps just essentially keeping this thing going, and frankly that's the only thing that's allowed me to come back. And I want to apologize for not coming back also, and I want to thank everybody in the Discord that actually got me back into this. This video would have probably taken much longer to make if had it not been for you guys. So also, shameless plug, join the Discord. It's completely dead, by the way. Nothing interesting on there. I just sort of like disconnected myself from online for about like a good half a year, and ended up having everything go dead. So yeah, regardless, you can still join the Discord. I'm always on Discord, so if you guys want to reach out, that's how that always works out. Again, thank you everyone so much for supporting the channel. Thank you. Yeah. Fuck. Watch that I haven't been recording. Oh, okay, thank God.